Well, isn't this a sight for sore eyes? This is my Tarantula murinus, the OBT, finally peeking out of its hide. Sorry we can't see her very well, but that's more than we've been seeing lately, which is pretty much nothing. But she's gorgeous. I've only seen her, all of her, one time since she molted. So look how big she is. She's a big girl. She might be as large as an OBT can get. If not, maybe one more molt. I'd have to see her again, because the time I did see her, I was kind of far away from her. So if I could get a better view of her, then I'll know how much more growing she has. But yeah, she's doing just fine, as you can see. Maybe now that spring is coming around, maybe she's finished hibernating with the bears. But sorry for the shaking, but I'm holding one arm up kind of high, so not as steady this way. But yep. Alright. Thanks. Well, I was beginning to wonder whether or not I had a normal haplopalmo lividum. Now I think I do. Yeah, I took the cave off of the tea. And yeah, I know I didn't want to disturb it, but at the same time I like to check on the well-being of my teas to see what the abdomen looks like. And this one hasn't eaten for me very much, so I wanted to check to see how healthy she looked. But she can use a little more fattening up, but she's still relatively healthy looking. So yeah, she's a normal acting cobalt blue. I very unwisely, I didn't have my tongs with me, so I very unwisely touched the back of her, and she very quickly turned around and gave me this threat posture. Of course, I kind of expected it, which is why I reacted very quickly. But, you know, it was a risk on my part. But I got out of the way just quick enough. But she's fast. Oh, yeah. But isn't she beautiful? Look at that. Yeah, she is. There we go. Yeah, she can use a little more fattening up. But she's not unhealthy looking. But her soil is still damp, so that's good. Yeah. But I'll add a little more humidity in there, since they like it that way. But since we don't get to see her very often, since she stays in her cave most of the time, I thought that I would check on her and see how she's doing, and at the same time take some video of her. And there's her cave right there that she stays under most of the time. Yeah, what I did was I touched like the back of her leg right there, and she, oh wow, did a very quick turnaround. But I was ready for it just in case, because I know they're very fast and very defensive. I was just seeing if mine was your typical H. lividum, and she proved to be. So just doing an update on a couple of my teas. I'm going to be watering them, and might do a feeding video really soon. But yep, she's doing just fine. Alright, I'll take a few pictures and put her cave back on and give her some more humidity and water, and leave her alone. Alright, thanks. Here's an update on my Theraphosa stirmi. Speaking of stirmi, I'm very thankful to all of you who responded to me on whether or not this was a blondie or a stirmi, and I think everyone agreed that it was a stirmi. So that's what we're going to call her from now on. I removed her cave. For some reason this one molds very easily, so I'm going to wash it. Plus thought I'd let you have a look at her because she had molted. So I want you to see how gorgeous she looks. Kind of spread her out a little bit here. There we go. Isn't she gorgeous? Yeah. As you can see, her abdomen is a little small because she had just molted. But let's see if she eats this beetle. It had been long enough since she had molted last, but now she's not interested right now, so we'll take the beetle out and leave it alone. Here's now the beetle is stuck here. There we go. But yeah, doesn't she look great? Wow. Oh, by the way, if in case of, you guys haven't noticed, whenever you pick up beetles, they leave kind of an odor on you. So yeah, it's a very strange odor. It almost smells like, to me, mothballs mixed with something else. I can't figure it out. It's a very weird smell. It's not necessarily a bad smell. It's just weird. But that's one of their defense mechanisms, I think. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on beetles. But she almost looks darker, doesn't she? Yeah. She is gorgeous. She's given me one threat posture before, and I wouldn't even call it a full-blown threat posture. But as you saw earlier, I tapped on her and she didn't get into any defense posture. That she did turn around and face the tongs, which is a sign of defensiveness, but she didn't rear up. But yeah, she's very impressive looking. Alright, well, I'm going to put the lid back on her and wash her cave and add some moisture to the enclosure. And then tomorrow I will, either tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll feed her a couple of super worms and see if she'll like that. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Okay, I'm back. I did wash her cave. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. So I'm going to attempt to move her out of the way so I can put the cave back in place. And these tarantulas are fast, by the way. You wouldn't think so by their size, but they are. She's a little bit unhappy. Okay. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to drive her back into her cave so that I could spray the enclosure without spraying her. Come on now, get in there. There we go, come on. I know. Ah, that was painless. Alright then, there you go.